So I could live to 500 and not know everything about horses. So we bring in other specialists. So Stacey is here helping them physically. A lot of what we do works on a horse mentally, which obviously there's a relationship between the physical and mental of a horse. Stacey is here to work on them physically and keep them in shape. About once a month we do this. And so far so good. Things are getting better, making it easy for the boys, easier for them to do the things that I'm asking them to do. Cassidy is a horse that gets both tight in the mind and tight in the body. The latter, I guess, not being too surprising. So the last treatment that we just had a couple of days ago, he was really tight again in his back. He'd been working pretty hard, which could be the reason for that. We've got some stretches to do. They'll be familiar to a lot of you. Do a little bit of this type of thing, but the one that we're doing a lot of before we get going, there, ooh, a bit too much there, but Max, what are you doing? Okay, since we started filming these little behind the scenes bits, I've tried a couple other things that may or may not be alright on the night, and one of them was to, we'll see if we'll have a crack at it today, have Max spin while we go around the outside of him. That worked out really well, but I kind of overdid it and lost it altogether, and we've had to start right at the beginning and online, and it all went a bit wrong. So I just pushed that one a little bit too hard, so we'll have a look at that. It's another little thing with the barrels we'll try, which may or may not work, so we'll give that a go. But so that adds a bit of excitement to the rest of what we've already been doing, which, you know, gets a bit repetitive, and I don't want it to be too exciting for them. I want them to be able to do it without getting too wound up about it. So there's a lot of just walking around, there's a lot of just repeating what we're doing. I might do something, you know, once or twice a day if they already know it. So there's a lot of that, and then we've got a couple other little things that I just mentioned that we'll work on. And as we work on things, it's interesting how what was going well in all aspects, you might have one aspect not go so well, or something you want to get better. So there's always something to actually just focus in on. So today we'll just see how we get on. We'll do a little something here, and we're just warming up at the moment, aren't we, lads? Yes. Max, where are you? Mr. Enthusiastic, come on. Okay, we're just going to do a little review here on a couple of things. Pause there, don't want to rush to the next thing. Oh, Cassidy's slow. Why are you slow, Cassidy? Come on, push, come on. There you go, hustle, hustle. Oh, not you, mate. Okay, that could have been better. Something reasonably simple now, boys. That's it. So not as much push. Come on, mate. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good right there. That's good. Yeah, good boy. One more. A little over, eh? What do you reckon? You're good? That's it. Come on, Maxie boy. Hey. Oh dear. Oh dear. Good. Good, good, good. That'll do. That'll do. Right. Okay. Good boy. So the idea here is we just walk a circle. That's you and me, mate. We walk a circle. And our big fella here turns. Turns. Oh, and we didn't quite get the rope clear, buddy, but that's all right. You actually did a nice job. So I used to call that a spin, but when you see people who actually spin their horses, that's clearly not a spin, that's a turnaround. So I'm asking him to turn around. I've taught them both to turn around at liberty. We generally have been just doing one turn. So when I started asking Max to do 3, we got that okay for the first 2 goes, and then he started questioning maybe that wasn't really what it was all about. It's a lot of turning. So I'm putting this rope around him here, so if he doesn't make it, I can help him make it. It's just a matter of him not learning the wrong thing, not getting real confused about it. And I'm helping him quite a lot find it. So as he turns, he will unwrap himself and everyone not clearing the rope and it'll go somewhere silly. But anyway, that's the idea, is for him to unwind himself. And you, mate, what are you doing today? Animals and children. So we'll give that another little go. We'll have a little walk around. And, oh, come on, mate. We can go a little bit quicker than that, mate. The hinds, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, yep. So I need to make that clearer. So we're either turning or we're going out and you're catching up, okay? Which I was a bit late doing. So we got that little half, 2 1/4 turns. Right, Max, so if you're going to do that, you go front, and then we come out and we go like this. And where were you, Butch? That's it, Max. That's exactly it. Yeah. I want them to be as far to the left as they can without pushing Max off the end or pushing both of them off the end. So I want to be left of centre and come back to me just on the right of centre. Just a matter of fitting them in. They've only got one barrel each going there. Good. Max, you didn't jump, mate. You came back nicely. What happened? Did you push him off? Hmm? You've got to, like, no, like that. No, like a jumping horse. Not like a Lusitano. Like a jumping horse. Okay, can we do it slow? You all right, Max? You with us? Are you ready? All right, just off center. Yes, Max. Come back in. Oh, yes, Maxie! What a good horse. Okay. There you go, Jaws. Well done. Good effort. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Put it. Butch, yeah, done. Come here. Max, get over. Stay behind him when you step behind him. Stay behind. Now, how long do we stay on? Let's go. Oh, Butch, where are you? Good. Sorry, Max. Well done. Good boys. Yeah. Good, well done. Good rhythm, Max. All right, you're not the greatest match in the world, boys. So we've done this twice before where I've mounted everybody naked and just as it was. So today we started out and it was very obvious he was jumping ahead. He didn't want to go so much, he wanted to go a bit more, so we're really out of sync with each other there and out of balance. So we worked on that a little bit before the mount, and then he sped up a little, but this big fella here got ahead, got into a position where he wasn't not where he was supposed to be, he just wasn't precisely where he was supposed to be. So just a little far ahead just made it really difficult. And then when I was able to turn a little bit more to reposition him, after he crushed my leg a couple of times, I managed to change, and then everything was going a bit fast and furious, and we had the wrong lead, and I tried to slow it down, and then we crossfire. Just what a mess, what a mess. Not as much of a mess as falling in the middle and getting them both running over the top of you, but a mess nonetheless. So we got there, we rode a little, and the second time much better. He had a better rhythm, could have been turning a little more accurately, but he had a better rhythm, a little bit ahead, not too bad, but good rhythm, and the changeover went smoothly, no change in position during the changeover, and maintained his rhythm after I got on, so I was really happy with that. Now what we've got to do is go from that works out 50% of the time at home to that works out 100% of the time when they're in a stressful environment, and we'll be fine. So how hard can that be? We'll see. Eh? That might be it for today though. So this is one of our efforts to familiarize our horses to cheering and clapping and crowd sounds. And I've actually found it doesn't work very well. I've had this on my phone for a few years. It doesn't work great, but it's better than not doing anything. So the ideal would be to have this going while I actually do something with them, so they're working and concentrating on things while all the cheering and clapping is going on. The goat seems to like it anyway. So that's the idea. But we've got quite a bit of this going on. Oh yeah, I could keep them entertained for quite some time. 29 minutes, in fact, of clapping and cheering. So just something to help them. Often times when doing a demonstration, it's not about performing the task that you've performed before many times. It's about doing it in a different environment because you have a different emotional state in the horse. So the better we can get the emotional state, the safer it is, the more likely it is to be successful. And less stressful on them and everybody else involved. As you can see, Max is somehow coming to grips with it. Even Cassidy's starting to get there. So this will be something that I'll do because got to try to do something, and we'll have them busy while all this is going on. The trick would be to surprise them. Horses and I have this in common, that we both enjoy surprises, provided we know what they are before time. So when you surprise these guys, it's a lot more difficult. And that often happens. They do something nicely, not that they know that necessarily, but they do something nicely, everybody cheers, they go, what the hell's that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So we just try and make it like another day in the office. You're itchy boy. Itchy boy. Well, there you go.